guys, welcome back to We Watch the Movie. I'm Mike. He's Jessica.
Oh, fuck!
Yeah, that was a good one.
God damn.
This is Movie News Reactions, where I tell Jay about a movie news story that he doesn't know about yet, and he reacts to it. So here's the thing. Ever since Daredevil aired, everyone's been like, that's fucking badass. I want Daredevil as Charlie Cox in the MCU. And the bad news is that we finally received word that shit's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen.
Did they say that for sure?
Basically,
the Defenders aren't going to be in it?
They were asking Vincent D'Onofrio, you know, Sugar Water from Men in Black. He's done so many other things.
Kingpin.
But every time I see his face, I think of him from Sinister when he's like, Bagoo.
Or Sugar Water.
Yeah, Sugar Water.
But he's awesome, Kingpin.
Yeah, they were asking him. They were like, hey, are you going to be in the fucking MCU? Because you're a badass Kingpin. And you're maybe the best Marvel villain that they've ever had.
Ooh, that's
overall.
stretching it.
That's a lot, dude. I mean,
we haven't got to see Thanos yet.
Still yet, though. Ooh, that's a good video, man. We should do best Marvel villains.
Ooh, that's good.
Give me...
Yeah!
Sorry.
We just came up with something new.
Karate in the garage. Here's what he had to say, though. And this basically puts the fucking dick in the butt of all our hopes. She said, I would love to switch over to the movies, but I think it's pretty much been said it's not going to happen. Or at least not for a very, very long time. I think Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige explained that, and that's what makes the most sense. He said the film universe is just too jam-packed. It's hard enough already, and if they keep bringing big characters in that they have to service in the writing, it's not going to work. They're trying to figure out already how to individualize more and at the same time keep the Avengers going. It makes sense not to mix the TV stuff. There's just too many characters.
Okay, I kind of disagree with Kevin Feige on this particular thing because Kevin Feige has helmed Marvel from Iron Man.
He's helmed this dude.
He's got that dude all the way through the storms. But I disagree in this part because I think that if you threw the Defenders in...
For some reason when you mentioned storms, for some reason, I don't know why, dude, but when he said the storms, all I could think about was that scene at the Truman Show where his dad's coming on the boat. He's like, Dad? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
He's like, I've watched this shit for years. But yes. Truman? I disagree on this part because I think that bringing the Defenders in and kind of tying together not only the Netflix series with all, you know, the Defenders and everybody else, but S.H.I.E.L.D., throwing S.H.I.E.L.D. in there a little bit. For Infinity War, it's Infinity War. Look, Marvel understands that they can't have all their characters because X-Men, Deadpool, and all the Silver Surfer and Fantastic Four are owned by Fox, and they can't get those rights, which suckily, they can't get those rights. Thanos would warrant a threat level enough to bring in everybody to combat him. It would be, you know, you have this gigantic, you know, space opera battle going on with the Avengers and, you know, the Guardians of the Galaxy, Doctor Strange. All of them up there are fighting Thanos. On the ground level, you have the Defenders keeping the peace because it's chaos reigning at that point. And just have a quick segment of showing the Defenders, you know, Daredevil swooping in, beating ass, you know, Jessica Jones doing her thing, Luke Cage, Iron Fist. Just like at least a 5-minute segment and be like, well, I hope the guys upstairs can do better than us. And even just throwing them for 5 minutes would be amazing.
Because I mean, honestly,
Marvel's doing something then at that point that nobody else has done. You're tying your TV shows together with your movie, and then you really do have an MCU.
Yeah, and that's the truth. I think they would work for Marvel. It wouldn't work for DC because DC is kind of, to be honest. All right, we're not yet. You lost the scholarship, you had to go. What I'm saying though is that DC's kind of fucked that up because they've kind of signed away their low-level shit to such a low level that it's on like CW and Legends of Tomorrow. I don't want the Legends of Tomorrow to be on screen in Justice League. Stephen Amell's Arrow, different story. I think he's the one guy that would work perfectly.
But here's a question though: Do you think that Stephen Amell should have been Green Arrow?
Yes, I do. I think but I don't think the guy from the Flash should be the Flash. Many people disagree on that. But here's the thing with Marvel: it's different because like they did Netflix, they did prime fucking expensive hardcore Netflix. Marvel's TV shit, with the exception if you push the S.H.I.E.L.D. aside, their Netflix shit is movie quality.
It's on point. Yeah.
Then again, they also said when the Avengers movie was announced that they're gonna have like 76 superheroes or something.
That's bullshit.
Some crazy shit in there, and you can't do that. And it was just announced lately that Spider-Man is gonna be in it. But they've already got so much going on. I get why Daredevil and stuff wouldn't be in Infinity War when you put it as Infinity War. But to say that Kingpin's never going to be in the Marvel Universe, that these guys are never going to be in TV, don't throw that gauntlet down yet. You could still take these great characters and insert... Like, Daredevil and Civil War would have fucking worked.
You're jumping the gun right away. Like, I mean, you're closing down an avenue is like, hey, that avenue takes you to pussy and money, and you're already shutting it down. You shouldn't do that, Kevin Feige. But here's the thing.
Open them roads.
Them rudes.
Well, we're going. We don't need rudes.
Rudes. But yes, even I imagined having Tom Holland and Matt Murdock.
Netflix.
It's red now. Imagine this, dude. If they do Infinity War and the X-Men show up at the very end of the movie, nobody knows about that deal. Nobody knows about that deal, and then all of a sudden, Michael Fassbender, fucking, everybody shows up as the X-Men. It's too much.
You float too close to the sun.
Your head would blow.
It wouldn't happen because you got to recast Wolverine, all that shit. It would just never happen. But I don't know. But bottom line is,
insane though.
What basically we've gone off into crazy territory now. But the basic thing is that Vincent D'Onofrio pretty much just laid down the gauntlet and said, look, they basically told me it's not going to happen. And if Marvel, as futuristic as they are with their plans, and they've got shit planned out for probably the next 20 years, has no plans for it, you're not going to see it.
Okay, but here's the thing about Vincent D'Onofrio.
Sugar water.
I said that wrong. Vincent D'Onofrio.
Order.
If he, okay, so we know he's the big baddie for Daredevil, right? He's also one of the big baddies for Spider-Man. Yeah. He could easily adapt him to big screen for Spider-Man 2.
Segue! I want to see Marvel Knights. I want to see Daredevil and Spider-Man on a rooftop with the Punisher, and then you can have them fight the Punisher. Okay. You can have all this crazy shit.
And this is where you get in the tricky territory, though, because if you have a Marvel Knights feels like a Netflix series. It does.
To me, I look at
and that's fine.
That as Marvel Knights.
And that's okay. Because you got Moon Knight, you got Punisher, if they introduce Moon Knight on Netflix.
And who's it? James Gunn, I think, wants to do Moon Knight?
Yeah, and Moon Knight is basically Marvel's answer to Batman, but he's crazier than Batman. He's a little bit more psychotic and schizophrenic. That's fine, but I don't think he could survive on the big screen. But the problem is what you're saying, and I want that to happen too, having a Spider-Man with a Daredevil taking on the Kingpin. I don't think you're going to be able to contract Sony to have Tom Holland appear as Spider-Man. I think it'd be great. I think it'd be amazing if two episodes, Sony, for fuck's sake, on Netflix, having Tom Holland come down as Spider-Man to help Daredevil take on the Kingpin.
Here's the thing, man. There's stuff going on behind the scenes with the big wigs and shit. Yeah. Sony may put up their entire entertainment division for sale. I just read the other day. The main dude might be getting out. They may be selling the whole thing. So if they do that, they're going to give Spider-Man.
Okay, so Spider-Man, yeah, but that's not like. But Spider-Man is $1 billion fucking investment. Like he's worth that much.
This video has turned into a fucking opus. We're like fucking generals.
I know. We're like telling like. You must attack from the left. The pincer.
Comment down below. Let us know what your thoughts are. Do you want Marvel TV, Netflix to be intertwined into the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Yes.
I say yes. I say yes.
Yes.
Shut up. I say yes. Comment down below. Let us know what your all's thoughts are. We love your fucking faces. Follow us on Instagram @WeWatchTheMovie. Follow us on Twitter @WeWatchTheMovie. Lots more shit there. We love your fucking faces. If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and get some goddamn wham up in you. You've turned red, master.
Orange. Orange Starburst, bitch.
We watched a movie.